I'm just tired of it, you know. The Democrats really need to like get this through their fucking heads, honestly, that they work for us and not the other way around. I mean, I don't know what kind of relationship that, being in power has basically taught these fucking people, but at the end of the day, we the voters are ultimately like, the final check ultimately on power. It doesn't, we are the ones holding all the keys really at the end of the day when it comes to all this stuff. And yet, what will they do? Like they've got this electoral strategy which basically tries to triangulate to win, the most number of people over, and they think that in doing this and trying to, appeal to, this broad coalition in the middle that like what we're gonna come home and vote for them at the end of the day. And then they want to try the sister soldier shit where they're like, where are you gonna go? Well, you know what, dude, Kevin, I have my opinion on, the issue of, you know, drugs, and it doesn't need to be a goal that they reduce usage. We need, what needs to be a goal is realism and not idealistic shit, which is reducing usage. What we need to do is to try to save lives and make that the priority over actually reducing use. I hate to break it to you, Gary Brown vetoed this same shit. He vetoed it last year. We're calling for, calling it enabling. I do not believe in enabling legal drug use and government-sponsored injection centers will reduce drug addiction. And I'm sitting here. They said all we're saying is let's give people a treatment earlier than later. We in no way condone drug use. What we're saying is that having a drug addiction should not be a death sentence. Is what they're trying to say. And the fact of the matter is that I think that the Democrats, like, they think that they're going to have their own independent thinking as elected officials when it comes to this whole thing, and I'm not in the mood to play games with the Democratic Party anymore. I'm just not. It may be my party. I may have be a registered Democrat and everything, but I'm not. I'm not going to play ball with you assholes anymore. If you don't want to support and represent my views, I will find a fucking candidate that does. And I don't give a fuck. If nobody shows up, I will fucking sit that one out, frankly, or register to run myself for my own views. I do not give a flying fucking fig leaf that you think differently about this issue. I want my opinion. Fuck yours. I'm not willing to fucking compromise on this one either. You give me what I want, full throttle, and fuck any watering down of it or anybody else's point of view. You work for me, not the other way around. You need to get one thing fucking straight when it comes to all of this. I'm fucking sick of it. I don't care that you've got a different point of view. I don't care that you think of it as enabling. I don't care what you think. Your opinion means less than nothing to me. Shut the fuck up and do the will of the people instead of your will. We want fucking drug consumption rooms. We want to give these people somewhere else to go rather than to die on the streets. Aside which they're making the streets unsafe as it is in the way that they're going about doing it. So we need to clean up the streets so that people feel that it's an environment that they can safely traverse. So, does Gavin Newsom think that this condones drug use to open a drug, consumption center? Good for Gavin. Fuck your opinion, Gavin. You wanna disagree with this? You want to veto legislation that would make a meaningful impact on de-escalating the drug war? Fine. I will vote for a party that actually advocates the right position on this one, and if the Greens won't, I will fucking stay home. I'm not going to back down either. I've been intimidated too many times by the fact that somebody would think less of me for doing it, but this time, no. You will give me what I want or I will find a candidate that will. So I would suggest you take your opinions and shove them up your ass and then regurgitate back out mine.